Get started. All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for coming on to this Zoom. This shows me that you are committed to finding out a little bit more about this whole little Plexus thing that we got going on. I'm sure you guys see my posts and whoever invited you, our posts all of the time. And if you're anything like me, I was extremely skeptical before I got started. Well, fast forward, obviously, I was able to get over the objections that I had. And, uh-oh, Victoria, you can't hear me? Can everybody else hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, I unmuted everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks, guys. Okay, sorry about that. But my name is Tessa Forbes, and I'm a Senior Gold Ambassador with Plexus, and I've been in the business now for just a little bit over a year. I started just on the products. I was just like 7 months postpartum. I had my son and having a hard time adjusting to my life. I was working full time and nursing around the clock, was just adjusting to everything. I had a hard time accepting my body, was exhausted, my hormones were crazy, all of it. And needless to say, I'm here today. So the products worked for me, and they're still working. Well, 10 months into the business, I started with the products, and then 3 weeks into the products, I fell in love with them, and I knew that I needed more. So I signed up to get the wholesale pricing, and my friend Nicole, who signed me, told me that if I just share with 3 people how much I love these products and that I've lost weight and that I feel great, then I can get my products paid for. And we were broke as a stinking joke. So getting the products paid for was right up my alley, and I wanted a discount. So I started sharing, and one thing led after the other. Things kind of took off for me. I worked hard for it, and fast forward 10 months into the business, and I was able to quit my job to be a stay-at-home mom. So needless to say, I am passionate about this opportunity and passionate about the products. So one of the things that I hear all the time, and this is something that I thought of too, is when people don't think they can do this Plexus thing, is that they don't have time. I'm busy, Tessa. You have no idea how busy my life is. I do school drop-offs. I work full-time. Life never stops. I don't have even 5 minutes for myself. I get it. I really, really do. I can completely relate with that. Up until 5 minutes before this call started, I had to chase my toddler outside to put him down for bed. I have errands. I have a home to take care of. I have a husband who still isn't home from work. I barely get to see him. And our family is only growing. And so I get it. Point being, a lot of the time, I think that we have more time than we think that we have, to be honest. We have time for the things that we make priorities. And the beautiful thing about this Plexus business is that it fits into the nooks and crannies of our lives. Your business doesn't work you, you work your business. If you have 15 minutes before lunchtime to reach out to people or to respond to messages, boom, there you go, you're gold. On your drive home from work, you can listen in on videos, you can listen in on calls, you can be talking to people through the Bluetooth. Not joking, 30 minutes. You'd be amazed what you can get done. And when I was working full time, I got a lot done in 30 minutes. And now when I do my Plexus business full time, still 15 minutes when I'm driving into the grocery store and I'm sitting in the car and my son's listening to the radio, I'm responding to some messages, I'm working my business. 30 minutes out of the day. I think you'd be amazed what you can do with that. It's all about just where you can fit it in. And I get it. Moms I'm talking to you right now. You want to spend time with your babies, whether you're working and you only have a few hours at the end of the evening and you just want to spend that time with them, or if you're a stay-at-home mom and you still want to make sure that you are fully available to them. I work during nap time. And when I worked full time and was still doing my Plexus thing, I literally worked it, like I just said, 15 minutes during lunchtime and right before my head hit the sheets. After I had already packed my son's lunch for daycare, I had already made dinner, I had already cleaned the kitchen, I had already showered, I'd done all that stuff. So you find where you can fit it in. And if it's a priority, I promise you, you'll be amazed how much time you really have and how little time you really need in order to work this thing. Another thing that I hear often is, I can't sell stuff. I'm not a salesperson. Good. Please don't be a salesperson. If you're on my team, I don't want you to be a salesperson. I want you to be a product of the product, and our products work. You ever heard that saying that things sell themselves? Well, that's Plexus in a nutshell. Plexus works, and it sells itself. You get on the products, you love your products, and you start sharing. So it sounds silly, but we call ourselves sharers, and that's all that I do. When I first got started, I did no more than share with my friends and family and coworkers about this new product that I loved. I shook up my pink drink at my desk. My cup of coffee would sit there all day, and it would get cold because I wouldn't touch it. People would ask questions, and I would share with them. That's all that it is. It's nothing more. It's nothing less. We're literally sharing all day long with different products that we love, whether it's our new mascara that we just found. You're going to tell your best friend about it. If you saw a movie that you really liked, you're going to go to work the next day, or you're going to go to a coffee date the next day, and you're like, oh my gosh, I saw this movie. It was so good. You got to get there, girl. You go to the same taco place every Tuesday. You take a picture of your margarita. You share what you ate. You're eating your chips and salsa with your husband or best friends, whatever it may be. Point is, you're promoting these businesses. You're promoting these makeup lines, the movie theaters. You're promoting these restaurants. You're promoting these places, and you're not getting paid. That's the only difference. I still tell my best friends about the things that I find that I love, but I like sharing about Plexus and getting paid for it even more. There's no difference. I love them both. Plexus changed my life a little bit more, just saying, but you get the idea. Another thing that's just, again, trying to move right along. Another thing that I hear often, an objection or an excuse that people give is, I don't know enough people. Well, I'm going to tell you a little story. There is a diamond in our company, and diamond means that you have reached the top of the company, the tippy top, and you are making at least $500,000 a year. You have 2 Plexus Lexuses. You get trips paid for you and your spouse or whoever it is that you want to take. You're spoiled. You get gifts all the time. You are balling, and gosh, I would love to be a diamond one day. But anyways, she comes from a town of 116 people. Now, if you're diamond, that means that you have at least 500 people on your team. If her town population is 116, how is it possible that she has 500 people on her team? Because it isn't about who you know. It's about the 10 people that you know and who they know. Everybody knows 10 people. We have our mama, we have our sister, we have our best friends, we have our in-laws, we have the mailman, the favorite lady at the checkout line at the grocery store, the woman that we meet at Target, and a couple mommy friends or coworkers. 10 people. They know 10 people. Those 10 people know 10 people, so on and so on. And before you know it, there's 100 people that have been exposed to this and that can sign up under you. So again, it's not about who you know. It's about who those 10 people know that you know. For me, for example, I'm a stay-at-home mom now. Ooh, ooh, so cool to be able to say, but I'm a stay-at-home mom now, and I don't see anyone during the day. I watch my 10-month-old nephew for my sister. Oh, he's 11 months now. And I have a 2-year-old, an almost 2-year-old, none of which can even talk back to me in proper English. I see nobody during the day. That's the beauty of Facebook. Let's be real. Facebook, this beautiful free tool that we've been given, one post, and we are exposed to hundreds of people. I see nobody during the day, but I have Facebook friends. So they see me and they see my Plexus posts, and that's how I share. Plexus is not my business, or Facebook is not my business, but it's a huge resource. And that's probably 90% of the driving force of these incomes. Most businesses today is social media, and especially in network marketing, social media, Facebook is an incredible tool. And the fact that it's free, gosh, I just thank the Lord for that. It's a beautiful thing. Another objection that I hear, and I had this personally, this was a big one for me, was cost. I don't have the money. Tessa, I can't afford it. You have no idea. We're literally living paycheck to paycheck. I can't squeeze it in. I want it, but I can't do it. We can't afford it. I'm going to get vulnerable with you guys, and I'll tell my short story. And when I joined, my husband and I were barely making ends meet. We were in a tiny 2-bedroom apartment. We had an infant, and we couldn't even go out to eat, even if it was Del Taco. We were on that ramen noodles and eggs budget. So it took me over 2 months to finally order Plexus. And in those 2 months, I hit rock bottom. When you are desperate enough, you find a way. My husband walked in on me too many times crying on the bathroom floor because when I got out of the shower and I saw myself in the mirror, I didn't recognize the person that I was looking back at. I desperately needed a change. He finally took me out of the bathroom and he said, babe, we need to do something for you. You've talked about this. Let's figure out how we can do this. We looked at our budget and realized that if Plexus does what it says it does, which I didn't believe it would really do, but if it says it does what it would do, then it would help my sugar cravings, it would help my energy levels, and it would help me not crave junk food all of the time. Junk food is expensive, and I ate it out for lunch every day when I worked. I would go through the drive-thru and get coffee because I couldn't live off of less than 16 ounces of coffee every day because I was exhausted. And I spent so much money on desserts for our family. It was ridiculous. So we cut those three things out, and I was able to buy my products. Honestly, I relied heavily on that 60-day money-back guarantee because I was so afraid and had so much guilt of spending money on myself when we could barely afford diapers. But I took a leap of faith, and I knew that 60 days money-back guarantee, literally I have nothing to lose. I trust Nicole, who signed me up. I trust her. She said she'll help me get my money back if I don't like it. So I took a leap of faith, and I did it. Fast forward now, I was able to quit my job. We were able to buy a home. I mean, I'm here right now. This is the biggest blessing in the world. And it's all because I took just that leap of faith on investing into some products that would better my life. Another story from one of our Diamond ambassadors, Emily Roberts. She's actually our upline. She had to dog sit, babysit, and house sit in order to afford her products. But she hit rock bottom. She was desperate. She made a way. Save up. Cut out the things in your life that you don't need that are not bettering you, and you'll be amazed at how much you can actually save if you really need it. I know money is a sensitive thing. It's a very, very real thing. I can relate with that 100%. But where there's a will, there's a way. And if there's an opportunity, you guys need to seek it out. Another beautiful thing about this business and the way that the compensation plan is set up is if when you sign up as an ambassador for that wholesale price, you get 25% off of your products, which was a big thing for me when I signed up. Everybody loves a discount, and this mama really needed it. Another thing is you get paid on your own products. Your products go towards your own personal volume. So who doesn't want to get paid for feeling good, losing weight, and all of it? So it was kind of, it aligned for me. It made sense. Ends up making sense for everyone. But just trust me when I say, if you're desperate enough, you make a way. You'll figure it out. Another objection or excuse that we get often is, and it kind of goes back to this Facebook thing. We share on Facebook cute pictures of our children. We share on Facebook us heading into the gym, the cute outfit that we're wearing. We could be mushy-gushy about our significant others. We're sharing about the things that we love. And if we step out and we share about products, sometimes it's scary and you're afraid of what people are going to think of you. So I want you to ask yourself this question. If you're concerned about the opinions of others into your life, if you're easily influenced by their opinions, if you're saying yes to this, then you are not ready to be successful, and you will not be successful. And that is with anything in life. I understand that we don't want to feel icky feelings about ourselves or have icky thoughts about ourselves. We don't want to feel rejected, and we don't want to feel negative about what we're doing. But I really want you to think seriously about this and ask yourself that question if you are easily influenced by others' opinions. There's a difference between negativity and haters. And negativity, I'll admit it, sometimes I've gotten some jabs for my closest friends and family, honestly, for sharing on Facebook and talking about these products. And that's okay. I was skeptical too. I totally understand it. But there's a difference between just skepticism and a little bit of negativity and haters, people that are being mean about it. And the people that are being mean about it, they're being negative. They're shooting you down for trying to make an honest living for your family and for your future, your kids' future, and for sharing products that you genuinely love. When I can guarantee they're doing that every day, they're just not getting paid for it. Are these people really something that you want in your inner circle? Are they bettering you in your life in any way? And this is Plexus' side. If you surround yourself with negativity and people that don't believe in you and that won't support you, it's going to do nothing but help hold you back. This is something that I've even had to evaluate myself. Last time I checked, people's opinions do not pay your bills. If I would have listened to any naysayers or anybody that told me that I was cuckoo for what I was doing, I'd still be sitting at a desk crying every day because I had to drop my son off at daycare, hating my life. But I decided to look past that. I had a goal in mind, and I thought, I don't know what's going to come of this, but I'm going to try. Somebody's telling me that this may be an opportunity for me, and who am I? What example am I setting up for my child if I don't take it? I lose nothing. It's $34.95 to sign up. We literally lose nothing, and we have so much to gain. You decide your future. Your friends and family do not, especially if they're trying to take you down. That's anything in life. So if people are going to look differently at you, or they will be haters, as we say, then I challenge you to Plexus aside again. I really challenge you to look at who your inner circle is, evaluate that, and you need to separate yourself from it or you're not going to be successful. You need to do you. Another thing, moving along, that I hear often, and that is a legit reason, is you're afraid that if you join, you won't have the support. You're afraid that the person that joined you is just going to sign you up and then you're not going to know what the heck to do. You don't know how to share you don't know anything about health and wellness products. You don't know anything about these products. You just really like them, or you just really want to give them a shot, but you don't know anything. Well, I want to tell you that you not knowing anything is exactly where you're supposed to be. And your ambassador, or the person, your friend that signs you up, the person that invited you to this, they're not going anywhere. Let me promise you that you'll only see more of them after you get signed up. We have this saying in Plexus, and it's called one Plexus. Whether you are a sideline, which is someone that's on a separate team, or you are on our team, we are one Plexus. I have never seen anything like it, and I have been in sports my entire life. I have seen lots of sororities and fraternities and all that. It's not like that, don't worry. But point being, we support one another, we encourage, we train, we lift one another up. We're constantly learning from each other. I have never had an unanswered question. Never. If I don't know the answer, I ask my uplines, or I seek out on our Facebook pages. That's right, we have secret Facebook team pages. There's a whole hidden Plexus Facebook world that you guys will find out about soon. And it is nothing but support, and it is challenges to better you in your personal life, and leadership skills. We have training calls. We have online training events, and all of it is recorded. So if you can't attend because it's dinner time, or you're at work, or whatever it may be, don't worry. You go on your time whenever it fits in for you, and you can watch all of the trainings. You will never miss out on anything because of your schedule. Plexus works into your life. You don't work Plexus. Plexus works into your life. You don't work Plexus. I said that wrong. Plexus isn't your life. You get what I'm saying. Again, you work your business doesn't work you. That's what I'm trying to say. Bear with me, guys. So we help you. We help one another to learn, but earn as you're learning. So not knowing anything is exactly where you're supposed to be. But every step of the way as you're learning things, you're never alone. I promise you that. When I first got started, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I just shared that I liked this pink drink, and that I was amazed that I could actually go on a walk when I got home from work with my son and make dinner and still feel good at the end of the day and sleep like a baby, even though I was nursing through the night. That was it. And I just learned as I went. And as I was learning, I was able to earn. And that's the beauty of this. If this required you to read chapters and chapters and spend hours upon hours learning about all this before you got started, I would have never gotten started. That's just being honest. Lastly, what I want to go over, and this is one that I kind of jam-packed, so bear with me, is people will say, everyone around me sells Plexus. Where I'm at, everyone does it. Plexus is saturated. It's not the right time. I already missed the right time to join. Well, I want to tell you another little story. Celeste Gwynn, she's the first double diamond in our company. So what that means is, again, diamond is the highest rank in the company. So she joined, worked her way all the way up to diamond, enrolled again under herself, and became diamond again. That's insane. So props to our compensation plan, number one, that there's no limit to this. Number two, Celeste comes from a very small town in Texas, a very small town. If she is able to have, I think there's something like 11 Plexus Lexuses in one county in Texas. You guys, that's nuts. In one carpool, one K through 12 private school carpool, there's 5 Joules, 5 Plexus Lexuses. That's nuts. So if you think that everyone around you is doing Plexus, well, Honey, again, it goes back to the point where it's not who you know, it's who those 10 people that you know, who they know. So even though I may have gone to the same high school as some of the people on my team, we didn't go to the same college. We didn't hang out with the same people on the weekends all the time. They didn't have my same soccer coach. They didn't work at the same jobs that I worked at. Even though today I have mommy groups. Those mommy groups don't go to the same grocery stores I go to. They don't know my husband's coworkers. They don't know my mailman. They never will. It's all the same thing. It's not always who you know, but it's who those 10 people that you know. So Plexus is not oversaturated. Plexus started in 2008, but it really kicked off in 2010. That's when the product line really started. So we're only 6 years into this, you guys. We are a baby company. And in that short time frame for a baby company, we are already debt-free. We have already hit the Inc. 500 list twice. We have a 16,400% growth rate. We are groundbreaking. To put this into perspective, Mary Kay. Mary Kay has been around. They're another very successful network marketing company. They're an example of they've made it. They've done it in this business. They've been around for 20 years. What it took them 20 years to accomplish, we were able to accomplish in less than 10, which is those debt-free stats and the crazy growth rate. If you were to go to any big firm and ask their accountant or their numbers person and be like, you know what, be real with me. I hear this company and they say that their growth rate is over 16,000%. What do you think? Should I join? Should I get involved in this? They might choke and they're going to say, yeah. And they're probably going to ask you, what the heck is it? And how do they get involved too? You guys, this is groundbreaking. Plexus is just getting started. We are the starters of this company. Imagine the women that started Mary Kay and how they're looking down at what they created, and their grandchildren are maybe involved in this. And they can say, yeah, my grandma, my great grandma, she was one of the first ladies. She drove around that pink Cadillac, yada, yada, yada. It's an incredible opportunity. And point being, we're just getting started. This is legit. This is real. This isn't something that is fleeting. If it were, I would have never been able to quit my job, because this is something that our family needs to depend on. And trust me, I did my research on network marketing in general, the career aspect of it, the dependability of it, and the legitimacy of this company, and the honor and loyalty and character that this company has and how they take care of us. I've never seen it before. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I hope that it encouraged you and maybe shed a little light on some of the objections that you have running in your brain. And I just want to ask you, for $34.95, what if it changed everything? Our saying, Plexus's saying, is, what if this could change everything? And it did for me. I never thought that I'd be one that would say it, but it absolutely did for me. It changed my life, and I'll never stop sharing about it because of that. And you can too. You will fall in love with these products. This business is absolutely incredible. The foundation for success is here. So again, I hope to see you guys hopping on soon. I hope that you have that moment where you just decide to take that leap of faith and you are going to make a change. You're going to make a difference. You're going to take control of your life, and you know that now is the time. I hope to see you guys soon. Get with whoever invited you. You can find me on Facebook, Tessa Forbes. I'd be happy to chat with you and ask some more questions if you have them. Everybody enjoy your night. See you soon, hopefully.